January 31st, 2016. My name is aj7-lj, aka Ashley T. Lee, Ashley T. Van Lee, nickname Joe, Tweety, annalilyashleyjane, aj7-aj13, jaz7-lj, etc. Okay, I'm in my room now, and it's January 31st, 2016. Back from Freehold Raceway Mall, New Jersey. Okay, I'm going to recap what I've done there and what I've seen. What do you call it? I saw that the Gap store closed down. Okay, and I heard from a manager of the rental place in the first, second floor that they were doing much better in the internet, and they checked the prices, the lease up, the write up. So I don't know. There was something. There's more to it, but we won't get in more in depth. Anyway, so and then I saw like a lot more kiosks that is not there anymore. So bottom line is this quote that I already mentioned in my blog, in my social network. We need you, the millennial, okay, or the driving force of them all. Okay, we can either break you or make you, depending on how you treat the royal kid, which is me. Okay, the East and West, Grey Pebble, Illuminati. Okay, East and West bloodline, royal bloodline. Okay, Lee, Tang, Genghis Khan, Mongolian Empire. Got it? Okay. So anyway, so that should be tell you something. So I believe their days are numbered. They left them all because like I said, okay, if you I'm a negotiator. I even told you point blank. Okay, stop screwing with the royal kid, which is me. Okay, sending her up, harassing her everywhere she goes, buying as a mall shopper and stuff like that, and stop stealing Starbucks furniture. Okay, chairs and stuff like that. So when they heard about it, I'm sure they did something about it, right? So there you go. You're playing with fire and ice, definitely. And then I talked about what do you call it? Okay, my DVD. Okay, Dragon Blade. Okay, and it's about the Silk Road, and when and it says when empires collide. Okay, legends are born, which means it's all about my ancestral background, east and west. Okay, and the Silk Road. So that's a poignant to this whole situation. It's all about dynasties, right? And then I also mentioned that I had chatted with English guy, I think Hutchison, and we talked about like Hawkins came up because the royal court of Queen Elizabeth I and the name Isaac Newton. Okay, so then I heard it from a grapevine that Stephen Hawkins is also a descendant of Isaac Newton. Okay, and he's also taken. I believe he's so because he's also a descendant of Monroe and I'm pretty sure Bill Gates or the Gates. Okay, family. So and he also got taken. I'm pretty sure of it. So yeah, so I'm for like that cartoon, the bald dog in that cartoon where he tried to, save innocent and his friends and stuff like that, but he got to save his own skin, right? Well, life imitate art or imitate life in reincarnation. um, doing both, okay? For the innocent and the taken, and also save my own skin, honestly. Okay, so that was his heads up. So I heard that he was gonna get a lot of this 2016 is his special day, is a lot of awards, and if he's got like any lifetime achievement award or any special science award, okay, just heads up because that says something, that means you're done or something like that. But word of mouth is always make sure, okay, you don't want to be like John Nash, okay, where he got his award, science award, and all of a sudden an accident, okay, came. I'm not sure if that's really an accident. So heads up, okay, Stephen Hawkins. And the guy that I was talking with, the English guy, had mentioned your new theory of entanglement. So I'm gonna read up on that and see what's all that about. But it has something to do with how information totally from back and forth can instantaneously get to the people you wanted to get to, something like that. I don't know, but yeah, I think you have to definitely heads up for Stephen Hawking, because he's onto a lot, onto something like the truth of this whole situation, or this whole universe. Okay, and then I talked about my fashion, okay, which is symbolic, okay, and it's to somebody who I last saw and I wore this, okay. It could be a brother, who knows, a twin, who knows, okay. So it was, get ready for the captain's fashion, which is me, obviously, because on this Clipper, Top Gunner. When you get, I saw this Top Gun movie, right? In the library, there's a 90s movie or something with Tom Cruise, and there's this other lady, actress, and she wore something like that, something sort of similar to this, not the hat and the scarf, but similar to this, okay? Yeah, and so I am the Top Gunner with Peter Pan, Keeney, Sunny Pan, okay? Who ain't shitting my pants when I'm in my Royal Panda's thread. That's not even enough said. Frank, Fred, and Ed, eh? Get it? That's symbolic. It deals with the surname too, because I blogged about the surname, pen, pan, piano, and there are variation and forebearers of the name. And also, I also talked about the blizzard, uh, which the CBS CEO radio kind of got that kind of wrong. It's 42 that died in the blizzard to the 2016. Okay, and one of them was the Genovese, I think, Matthew Genovese, that in the Hudson River. We heard about that too. So I love that. And I also mentioned, because CBS CEO radio news, breaking news, mentioned about some familiar surnames like D'Angelo, Angelo, and Sant'Angelo. Okay, rapping some William D'Angelo, but the key name, I don't know William D'Angelo, the chiropractor that gave shock and stuff like that. But that name is familiar to me, and I think they wanted me to talk about that for some reason. Yeah, like James D'Angelo and Angelo I knew. So you can read about all that and all the other good stuff. But they're bringing up a lot of people that came into my life, surnames. So there's going to be something up with that. So heads up for all you guys. Like they talked about Barnes too. So I knew Dan Barnes and Katie Burns. Okay. So heads up on that. That's about it. That's a wrap.